Car video time, car video update. How you doing, guys? Just making another update here, and I've always been talking about the same business that I've been in for I think maybe a month now. Could be a little bit less. And just want to say it's been really helping me out. It's saved me a couple of times, meaning that financially it's helped me out. As you know, or most of you know already, I lost my job on May the 19th. I was laid off after 7 years and 8 months at the same company. They decided to shut down the whole major corporate office, the big corporate office and call center that I was working out of, that I have been working out of for a very long time. So they closed it down, and about 60 of us or more. I still don't know how many people was affected, but we're talking people of all ranks in the company. Even people that's been there over 20 years have lost their job because of the decision from the CEOs of the company. Decided to do a major cutback, and they sure did. They cut us off, and it was a horrific story, and that's as far as I go. But the point is, I filed for unemployment just a few days after. In fact, I don't know, whatever, man. I'm just going to say, just a lot of this stuff just upsets me. And I try not to really focus. I try not to go back and even think about it. I've been blocking it out of my mind for almost a month now. And, but yeah, I filed for unemployment. And this was another frustrating event because I haven't got any unemployment at all. Now, here's the thing. For anybody who's going through this that got laid off and that are getting, if you're getting severance pay from your company, they really planned this out, premeditated for sure, because what's going on, I'm getting severance pay, and it's going to be over the course of every 2 weeks for the next 6 payments. The last payment is a small one. They were happy to let me know that. We all got this contract, legal document we had to sign. So we signed our life away in this very wordly legal document that we had to sign. And it said about the amount of severance pay. And so because of that, every 2 weeks, severance pay comes in. And because I have to report that to unemployment, which we have to file a claim every Sunday, every week, it has disrupted my unemployment benefits, which I sure earned for sure. And I take it out of my check and all that good stuff. And I know the employer has to pay as well. And I think that's the reason why it's so delayed. Is because I have to report any income that I have still coming in from the previous employer or from anywhere, period. You have to. Or else if you just pocket that unemployment and not tell them anything about it, then it can be pretty bad. And I ain't going to get in trouble. Heck no. It ain't worth it. So I've been reporting that, and because of that reason, I'm not getting not even 1 penny from unemployment. And then I was told that there's like a 8-week waiting process. I was like, what? Are you serious? I mean, it takes them that long to verify your identity? 8 weeks? I mean, what? Come on now. Give me a break. Okay, so I'm playing their silly little games. So I have to wait that long to get any unemployment money. And I have a family, okay? I got a house mortgage payment. I got all the bills that comes with that. As you guys would know, whoever owns a house, you would know that. There's a lot of bills that come with that, obviously. And so I'm not able to get any unemployment right now. So I've been very fortunate. So this is a positive video. It's not really like an all negative. I'm not complaining about a lot of stuff. Okay, the complaining part is over. The thankful and just the gratitude and just the amazement how things work out for the better this is the part where that starts to come out, okay? And I am going to tell you the truth. I am so thankful that I got into internet marketing and I got into Clickly, and I am, because the fact is, I'm on my second payout, which is $400 that's coming in this Friday. My last payout was $329, and it came at a perfect moment. It came at a moment where I basically was running out of money, okay? And then all of a sudden, that direct deposit just showed up. Was like a magical moment. Prayers being answered. All of a sudden, it was like from 0 to 329 in the bank, and I'm like, oh my goodness, wow. I mean, the timing was absolutely, it couldn't have been any better. And then now I checked again, still no unemployment, and to try to call unemployment, this so you guys know, anybody that's on or trying to file for unemployment, because I know there's millions of people who have lost their jobs, and that's a whole different subject. I'm not going to go there, and I'm not going to, because I know there's thousands and tens of 20 of maybe 100,000 people in Washington State alone have lost their jobs from major companies like Microsoft, Google, Amazon. A lot of major high-tech companies are laying off tens of thousands of people. So, I can't go there right now. I can't talk about that. I don't want to. But I know there's tons of people that are watching this that are having the same problem with unemployment taking forever. And besides that, you try to get help from unemployment, okay? You try to call them, and it takes about 3 hours to get through. By that time, you better have a fully charged battery on your phone. I learned the hard way, okay? Believe me on that. You have to be home. You have to have your phone plugged in. If you have an iPhone or Android, whatever, you better have your phone plugged in with the power cord when you're calling unemployment, because it is frustrating. It is a forever on hold call. Forever. And believe me, I've asked him many times, the very few times I could ever get through to anybody there, I've asked them, hey, are you guys hiring? Because guess what? I need a job. I'll be more than happy to work for you guys, because I know you guys have like a 3-hour hold time. So obviously you guys are busy. Okay. And then they said something about their hiring, but it's a temporary job. And what else? I don't know. Something just didn't sound right. I'm like, what? Temporary? So you mean to tell me that I would work for unemployment office for Department of Unemployment Services as a temporary job for maybe 6 months, and then all of a sudden, guess what? I got to go back on unemployment again. There's nothing that's worthwhile there, okay? It's not a good idea. Okay, so forget about that. So that was not a good idea. But the bottom line is that Clickly has helped me with financially already. Even though you guys may not think it's a whole bunch of money, we're talking about my total payouts was $329. I got $400 coming in, so we got $729 so far. I just earned another $30 or $40 from Clickly again. These are just only from the clicks from sending out emails. My subscriber list is about 19,600 and something. So I have a pretty big subscriber list right now. I mean, to me, it sounds pretty big. To some people, it's 19,000 email subscribers. There ain't nothing. That's so small. What can you do with that? But for me, it seems like a pretty big deal, because I'm just starting up in this thing. I'm pretty new, so I'm still a newbie, So to me, it sounds like it's a big accomplishment. For other people, it'd be like, what? What are you even bragging about? There's nothing to brag about. But for me, it's good. I'm happy with $729. That actually has helped me out a great deal. Okay, until you lose your job and you have zero income coming in, you'll find out that even $700 is a big deal, guys. If you have any children, if you're a parent, if you're parents, if you have kids, you have you have to take care of them. They need to eat, right? We all do. And you got bills to pay, you got a mortgage to pay. That type of money can help out a bit. It can at least pay some bills, groceries, food on the table. It may not pay the mortgage, obviously. That's not, maybe half of the mortgage if you're lucky. But really, believe me, it doesn't pay the mortgage. But it can bring food on the table, which is extremely important. So I'm very grateful for that. I definitely am. So this is what it's about, man. I may be bragging about a little bit about being in the online business and online marketing and all that stuff on Facebook. I see everybody else is doing that too, obviously. It's all fun and games, guys, until you lose your job and then reality comes knocking on your door. This is the real life, man. If you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to be financially independent, you're going to get a real good test and a good example of it. You're going to be tested, and it's up to you if you're going to pass the test or not. If you really, really want this that bad, I'm going to test you out. I feel like God's telling me that right now. You know what? You've been wanting this for a long time. You want to be out of your job. You hate your job. You always complain about your job. Guess what? I'm going to take your job away from you so you can't complain about it no more. And that's what happened. That job is gone. It was so crazy because I was warning people about this before it happened, several months ahead of time. I was talking about people losing their jobs and stuff, and all of a sudden, guess what? It happened. I shouldn't have never said nothing. But you know what? It's okay, because it forces you to really, really focus on your business. There isn't no other motivator out there that I can think of than losing your job. Okay? Because it's gone. It's taken away from you. It's not you putting in your 2-week notice and saying that, I'm making so much money out of this business that I'm just going to get rid of my job and pay my 2-week notice because I'm making $10,000 a month and blah, blah, blah. But guess what? I'm not making that. I wasn't making that. I was struggling the whole time in internet marketing as I had my job. I was spinning my wheels. Wow, what's going on? So I didn't make anything until, this is how funny this is. I didn't make really any good money until my job ended. Then, man, I was forced into survival mode. See, everybody has a survivor mode. I'm a firm believer in that because it takes a certain amount, a life-changing event to turn on, to flip the switch, to put you into survivor mode. I am a extreme firm believer in this, that everybody has this type of mode that's built in, and it's just a matter of of something happening that'll cause that I don't know what, like superhuman strength or whatever, and willpower and discipline and patience and just everything, energy to come out. You turn into the Incredible Hulk or something, you turn into a superhero. But it is absolutely true. I believe in it 100%. And because it happened to me before, this ain't the first time, but I've been through, of course, a lot of hardships in the past. But man, losing your job is one thing that is a reality check. It'll tell you the time is now. If you were messing around with some online business and thinking about making money online, well, guess what? Now's the time to shine. Standing tall, looking good, ought to be in Hollywood. This is the time to shine. The moment of truth. It's like, I don't know. Well, I guess one good example, because I always talk about the military, is all that training, basic training, combat training, all that training you do that prepares you for combat, all that. Like if you were like a Navy SEAL or Special Forces or some type of elite, type of military, unit, or in a military unit or infantry or something like that, that you're just like training all the time, man, almost 24 hours a day for combat and a combat situation. And all that training, man, every single day, every day's a training day. You're on drills every day. And then all of a sudden, it happens. The balloon goes up, as we called it, and I was in South Korea. The balloon goes up. The call of duty comes. The president, bam, it's time to activate. Your unit gets activated. You are now, boom, you are drawing your weapon. You're getting all your gear together, and you are jumping on the plane, C-130, and you're going out there to go, combat time, boots on the floor, man, boots on the ground. That's it. So it's almost like all that training, it does prepare you for the moment of truth when it really comes out. So that's what it felt like when I lost my job. I knew a lot of things were coming. A lot of things were happening for a reason. I was going through some really a lot of hardships with making money online. I came close to quitting several times, but for whatever reason, I just felt like, I shouldn't quit, that I can't quit. I even told my wife this. I don't want to give up. I just can't. I don't know. It's an obsession of mine. It's an addiction. It's like a drug. Like, I just can't stop. I had to figure it out. I failed a lot. I had to keep on going. I had a lot of people tell me maybe it's time to give up. What do you waste your time on? Why are you on the computer all the time? I got to spend more time with the family. Of course, that's a major one. And I just knew that for some reason I couldn't give up. And I am very fortunate that I did not give up. This is the time to shine, man. Okay, guys, I'm telling you right now, it's all fun and games until your job is taken away. Okay? And I mean taken away, where you get like no real good notice. Like, you can't really prepare for it. I mean, of course, it's so simple to get another job. And we all know that. And of course, the job market is pretty open. I mean, like, it almost looks like everybody's hiring right now. So it ain't like it's 2006 or 2008 where the job market crashed or whatever, or whatever, back then. So it is a job market that's pretty open right now. It's just the problem is that I'm 51 years old. I feel like I would have to start all over again. I build up seniority and all kinds of stuff for me at the other past company. If I have to start a new company again, I'm just going to look like some old washed up dude with gray hair showing up to the job, a newbie. And I really hated that, being a newbie. That's one thing I hated when I first, almost 8 years ago when I first got that job. Look at, there's a new kid over here who's just, I freaking hated that. It pissed me off so much. And I don't want to start over again. I don't. I have no desire. At my age, no way. I want to be an online marketer full time, my own online business. And that's really all I want. I'm not asking for a lot. I don't want no government handouts. The unemployment, I wish I could just cancel it because maybe I don't really want it or need it. Well, I actually do need it, but if I could cancel that so I can make about the same money as I made for my job online, I'll be happy right there, Of course, I'd like to do more than that, obviously, but I'll be happy with that too. It's not hard to please me here. Well, guys, a different kind of video for you guys. If you're watching, if you like what you hear, like what you see, subscribe and like, and check the link on the bottom of this video in the description. You can join my team. As you can tell, I'm there to help people. That's all I did for the last almost 8 years of my life, was help people in my last job. and I really enjoyed it. And I was in tech support, so I really like solving problems. I don't know. I like problem solving. It's like technical stuff. It's just like, it's in my blood now. It's like, I don't know. I really like to do that for some reason. I'm like, man, I've been like, this is an unusual thing, but I've been with the people that's on my team right now, Clickly. As soon as they say they have one problem, man, I jump on the freaking thing. I jump on that and I call them by phone, and they like, what? You call me? They're like in shock, like, man, I never had anybody help me out like this before. What? So it was super cool, man. The guy was so appreciative of me. I swear. No, I'm going to tell you the truth right now. I don't want to upset nobody, but I had one person that he appreciated so much. You know what? That's going to be another video, because this one's getting too long already. But I like it. I like helping people, okay? Call me crazy. I just like it. And that's why this is an absolute perfect thing for me to be a coach and Clickly and to run my own team, because I am more than qualified to run a team now. I have tons of experience, and I'm at the level where I need to. I need this type of responsibility. I need this in my life, and I just need it. Life is so empty right now without something like that. To me, that's how I feel. And no job is going to fill that void. It just won't. This is what I've been craving for a long time. I want a team. I want some motivated people. I want to make them money. I want to change their life. I want us to all have fun and meet up somewhere on the desert, on the beach somewhere, drink some margaritas or whatever. Well, I don't drink at all, but just, man, chill on the beach and just hear the waves crashing. I don't need to drink. I don't need to do drugs. That's all I want. I want to sit on the beach and just hear the waves and hear the seagulls, hear the birds. I just want to hear the water, man. I just want to hear the waves. That's it. I don't want nothing else. No drinking, no drugs, no nothing like that. That's it. I want to hear the waves and just sit there and just relax. That's all the paradise I need. I don't need nothing else. That's it. If you guys want the same thing, let's do this. Join my team, and we're going to make it. We're going to definitely get there one day. I promise you that. All right, signing off.